Hello all of you, this is Neetu Singh from Direction IAS. I have got Mayank, AIR 132, 2021 UPSC examination. He has cracked this examination with geography as the optional, has been with me for the classroom coaching. I just want him to speak about his strategy of preparation and geography as the optional, whether it is advisable for the students to be fearful about it or they can actually opt this optional. Yes, Mayank.
Yeah, so the current perception among the aspirants and also among the geography students is that the geography has a really vast syllabus and the output is not as good as compared to other subjects. But I would like to say that I have been under the guidance of Neetu ma'am, and she clearly cuts to the chase, cuts out the clutter, and her strategy to keep sticking to the basics, to get the basics right, and to do the bare minimum and then build upon it slowly and surely. I would suggest the same strategy. Also, I would like to say is that do not go after multiple sources. Try to minimize your resources. Try to get the conceptual clarity, especially when you consider areas such as geomorphology and especially paper 1 areas, which are considered quite massive both in their syllabus and the scope of the syllabus. I would say that you should just look into the previous year questions. There might be some questions which you might find are, they sometimes ask out of the blue, but those questions are just 1 or 2 in the examinations. Do not base your strategy based on those questions is the most important advice I would like to give, because over the time when you would see such questions, they tend to accumulate and you would feel like these are the areas that you have to cover, and to cover those areas you try to go to all sort of directions, which definitely does not streamline your preparation. So just have faith in yourself, have faith in your teacher, and just do your best, and I wish you all the luck.
Mayank, one more thing in regards to paper 2, because now we are not having the line between general studies and geography optional have been made somewhere very hazy, unclear. So what is your approach? Because I have been very strongly advocating take updation from newspaper, use infographics, because that is the best way you can add a year to your content. What is your advice? How much adding the contemporary thing can help students acquire good marks in the contemporary things? Because if I see last year paper also, we had in paper 1 the questions pertaining to India, million plus cities, hazard mitigation in India, that type of questions were there. So how will you advise students for that?
I would say that even if your optional is geography, the examiner here is looking for a civil servant. So if you try to get updated material, you try to note down relevant examples. So he would obviously know that you are both concerned as a geography aspirant. Also, you are aware of what's going around in your neighborhood, and you can clearly use your geography basics to connect the dots. So I would say they do definitely give you an edge over the other aspirants. So I would definitely recommend, but also do not try to overdo it, and do not think that if you have limited content, just try sticking to limited content. Do not, I would say, have some examples, have some infographics, and try to get the best out of them rather than making infographics for everything, because that would be really tiresome both as an aspirant, and you would simply get lost in your own examples.
Yeah, like I always say, don't randomly go on the Google search.
Right.
If there is something that is required to be updated, say you are having the hunger table or HDI table released, in place of going through those 500 pages, an infographic as what is the status change of India or what exactly is the change in the overall perspective, I think that suffices. You don't need to get into the random information throughout. Right. Thank you so much, Mayank, for your precious time. Hope your perspective will give more aspirants the viewpoint that they want to take. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am, and all the best.
Bye-bye from my side.